Oh yeah.
Welcome to the show. You're watching Late Night with Neomi. That's her on the billboard. She's the one that talks about all the celebrities. This is convenient. Hey, you're that girl on TV.
Hey, that's you on the bus. We know you. You're from that show. What is it called? Late Night with Neomi.
You're not tough, you're boot like fake knockoff EBT cop. Hi, I'm so excited about the show tonight. I'm so glad to have you guys here on this beautiful Saturday. Thank you for joining me on my Saturday show. It's the Late Night with me, Neomi, your girl, your one and only. This is a comedy late night. For the ones who know about the show, thank you for coming back. For the new ones that are just finding out about the show, welcome. Take a seat. We're about to get started. This is my late night talk show where I talk about celebrities, gossip, news, and sometimes the orange pumpkin. If you like that stuff, then this is the show for you. Do y'all like my outfit? Doesn't it look amazing? I love it. It's like a tuxedo, but for women. Yes, do you see these shiny diamond shoes? Okay, let's jump into it now. I'm gonna let you guys down just a little bit, just a tiny bit today and let you know it was a messy ass week for me trying to get last week's episode up. I had to take the video down for certain reasons that might understand immediately what the problem was and others might not have no idea, but it had to be taken down. You know, certain award shows don't want you posting some of the content, especially when it's about the orange pumpkin. Bitches are extra sensitive in this era. It starts with a C and put BS together. And I'm just saying, you know, when you're bottom and you like serving that bottom and you want to please that bottom, everything everyone else says is irrelevant. I told you a couple of episodes back that be the exact network that be canceling all those black shows before they even get to the 4th season, but then have Bachelor and Survivor for like 50 seasons. You're not fooling nobody, honey. At the end of the day, it's called freedom of speech. And I'm going to do me without y'all trying to silence me, okay? So take that to the damn motherfucking bank. The video was put back up after I removed some things out of it, and so it's up on the channel now. But a lot of people didn't get to see last week's trailer, meaning a lot of people didn't know what was coming. So I'm going to give the first part 1 of Mindy 2 whole weeks for people to catch up to know what's going on. So that means this Friday, part 2 will not be out until the next following Friday, but that's okay. Y'all can go ahead and catch up on my talk show with Mindy, or y'all can just watch part 2 again at the cinema if you like, but I promise you the next following Friday will be part 2 and part 3 is already ready as well. I apologize with people over here being messy. When I would hear whispers about the orange pumpkin trying to shut the certain things down, I'd be like, girl, he got that much control, get out of here. But hey, I'm starting to believe it now. It ain't gonna change the damn thing over here. I'm still gonna talk my shit, I'm still gonna run my mouth, and I'm still gonna say what I feel when I feel it. Okay, let's be clear about that. It's like almost insane how old this man is, and I say that a lot, but y'all gotta take in consideration. This man is hella old. It's like if Home Alone Macaulay Culkin never grew up from the movie and he just decided he's gonna cry for 100 more years Benjamin Button style. This is what the hell we getting, except he's old and fat. And I don't got a problem at all completely with a girl or a guy having a little weight on him, honey, but then again, you ain't him, so you understand where I'm coming from, and if you don't, I wasn't talking to you. I don't give a damn if you're on the right side or the left side or in the damn middle. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Are you going deep diving in an ocean with half of your oxygen tank working? No way. That's how I feel about y'all orange pumpkin. He's half of the oxygen tank. When y'all going deep diving, y'all know his body ain't giving 100%, but y'all think it is giving. It's just funny to me how all y'all went and did what y'all did and got him in and then turn around and say he's better than someone who's in their 50s. You say he's better than someone in their 50s or their 40s while you're throwing your parents in a nursing home. I'm sorry, the nursing home is completely full to capacity. So the same hope that y'all got in this man, y'all don't have in your own parents, because that's why they ass was in there. So they were too much to bear, but he's not too much to bear either. Make it make sense. Y'all are playing in the middle. Y'all are playing a dangerous game here, old is old, right? Okay, then. Y'all be sitting up there, oh, he's such the coolest so-and-so ever. He's the best yet, and half of y'all don't even know your grandparents or never met them when the last time you visited the nursing home. Oh, that's so cute. Y'all are taking him out bowling with you guys. First of all, I'm gonna stop you there. He's not going bowling with you because you're too damn broke, and even if you had his money, you ain't him. He'd like some of these women's baby daddies where they want what they wanted, and then in the end, when they got what they wanted, they became single parents. That's your orange pumpkin to you. I think with common and logical sense, I struggle in my 30s to get up out of the bed. You telling me he ain't struggling in his 80s to get out of bed and actually think what to say? Get the hell out of here. He laid you down on your back, handed you an apple pie, and said, okay, I'm done, and left the room, girl. He don't give a damn about you or your problems. Y'all see color, he does not, because he's senile. Some of y'all who has heavy red pumpkin followers actually believe in your head that he can compete with most of the people who ran. Are you stupid competing? Where? Where is the race competition? Anything intelligent, he's out. Anything to save your life, he's out. If he's not making you spend your money, he's out. He can't do it, sweetie. The head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Can't do it, sweetie. Oh, my ankles, my knees, my back. Oh, I can't do it. I quit. My body is not made for it.
Let me pick up this makeup brush and my concealer. You see me putting my concealer on my face, yeah, it's not orange nor is it gold, but yeah, his shit is turning gold. Nobody said anything though.
Let me stand up and say that's not to my audience and not to my viewers, but let me say this to y'all. We didn't make you become a believer. Don't try to sell it to us. Go about your business with the foolery. Like my prime example, did y'all see the post that Nikki had up on her ex account this weekend? Girl, she had the orange pumpkin and him sitting in a Lamborghini together. But the reality of that is, it would take him 3 hours to get into a Lamborghini, stupid bimbo. Did you figure that out before you allowed your AI to fix your lips to say some stuff like that? I was expecting for anybody, it would be you who know time is of the essence, right? Especially when they put all that silicone in you that took time, sweetie. I mean, she's digging up all this hype and doing all this, still waiting for that gold card, honey. Desperation has passed its expiration. Can somebody tell her that? Can somebody make a rap about it? You told people to step upon a deep-ass pumpkin peep hill stumbling down. Nice to meet you. Did you get your gold card yet? B.O. on the street, they said it was a con job. Looked like you got defeat, huh? More to the story. Did y'all hear that Ray J, Brandy's brother, I talked about this a couple of weeks ago, was on stage performing as he was sort of bleeding from the eye? No, I just gotta say this to Ray Ray. If you know that you are sick, you need to sit the hell down. I don't know why your family is not having you sit your ass down somewhere. Sit down, sir. The only way of getting better is by resting and letting your body rest. How are you doing a whole tour after being in the hospital weeks on end? You must not have that many friends beside you. You don't want nothing bad to happen to you. You need to sit down. You need to relax, and you need to get better. I don't know how you on stage in that condition. That's so horrible to see. Where's my cell phone? Oh, here it is. Let me call Brandy. Brandy girl, can you come get your brother time to sit the hell down somewhere? Well, okay, y'all, I don't know Brandy personally, but let me stand up, Brandy. I know some brothers sometimes could be very hard-headed because I got a number of them in my damn cell, but tell them something, girl. Okay, let's get to our next story, Shia LaBeouf. He used to be my man back in the day. Well, literally not my man, but you know my dream man when he was on the Disney Channel. I can't think about the show right now. I can't remember it, but it'll be up on the screen. I promise you that I'll do my dick. But then you know he did the Transformers and he was on his grown man, honey. Then he did his French film. I don't know what the film was about, but what I seen in the film, that was what I was about. And I was like, go ahead, walk the line, honey. I'm not gonna say too much about my boyfriend because you know we got a couple of head cases in the world today, so Shia LaBeouf won't be one of them, but he was a mess this weekend. Supposedly he was out in the street, honey, just getting into it with some dudes, honey, and the dudes kind of was jumping him, but not really jumping him. Like I kind of saw the video and it was a mess. Now to think the first time my husband ran into trouble out here on the streets, just getting in a fight with people, you know he's a bit of a rebel, but aren't we all? I know I am. Now before we go, judging my husband, let's just think about it for a second, okay? At the end of the day, no, he's not the Transformers dude anymore, but he came back and he did a couple of films. You know, they said he got back into society, quieted down, stopped all those drunk little tantrums people were having in the street, honey. And right now, I don't know what the hell is going on. Maybe he relapsed. I don't know. But listen, my man, my husband, get your shit together, okay? And make me some more movies, okay? Thank you. They say he was over there buying a house or buying a new mansion or divorcing his girlfriend or they breaking up or something. I don't know what the hell going on, but it's real messy. I keep y'all up to date. Now, let's move on to a moment where I was relaxing the other day. You know, when my video went down and they sent me the hell off. So I said, let me turn on, put some Netflix on and chill out. Video went down. So I said, let me turn on some Netflix and chill out. Now, back in the day, Tyra, a supermodel, and Neomi, another supermodel, were very, very famous back in the day and word on the street. Now, Ty's enemy back in the day was Naomi. Allegedly, let me hold my sign up, my alleged sign for this alleged sign. They could be enemies now, or they're not so much, but the Tyra document. Before I jump down her throat and tell you my thoughts, I just want to say sometimes with certain people, you could look in their eyes and just in the aura and just tell something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Now, she jumped in and out of the interview of this whole documentary, but every time she did her little interview part, I would think to myself, oh my God. Oh my God, is that you, Inspector Gadget? Girl, she was giving me Inspector Gadget down, honey. I was like, all she needed is like a brick wall and some rope, and she good to go, honey, action packed. Now we need to find a director. Now listen, back in the day, I used to watch Ellen, and when I would watch her, and she would be interviewing people, she would just be giving them this certain stare. It was kind of like you could see through her soul a little bit, where it was like she liked the guest, but not really, and she was kind of putting on a show, but she was getting paid for it. That's how I always felt about Tyra as well. You know when she did the tire show and sort of the supermodel show, whatever the hell that is called, Top Model? I always got those vibes from her too. So of course, you know, I watched all 3 episodes for research purposes, obviously, because she bore the hell out of me, but it was very interesting from all the models' way of seeing. I don't think the shock value of what they were doing was shocking to me because it is a reality show, and you know, they put on a show even if it's foolery at its best, whatever sells, baby, right? So then what caught me off guard is when Jay, one of the people who worked on a show with her, wanted to leave the show. He read her an email and then she completely ghosted him. But he could have been as good as a ghost by Casper because she wasn't having no part. She was just like, over it, girl. Who the hell are you to catch an attitude because he wants to leave? She kept apologizing about the hugest moments on the Top Model show, and I'm like, she's not apologizing. I love how she goes in from being a white girl to be a very hood very quickly. It's very odd. You don't never need to apologize for being yourself, that it was absolutely you the whole entire time, and then gonna try to spin it off with, oh, we're gonna do cycle 25 and how horrible you were to people. That's like me using a monster truck to run over people, and then I turn around and I go, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Sorry. I never meant to do that, but I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna send flowers to your loved one's houses. And by the way, I have a season 3 of Monster Truck Real this month. Make sure you got it. Then did y'all see the part where she tried to kind of read us like, when you do something, you just be ready to apologize? Girl, what the hell are you yelling at us for? The fact that you told that black girl in the show that you knew that she was never going to get a gig or booked for a modeling runway show, and you sat there on complicit, don't be pointing the fingers at other people and worry about us needing to apologize. When that time comes, I apologize. Maybe, maybe not, but at the end of the day, it won't look like yours. I can promise you that. I don't blame anybody, but Tyra in this situation, sorry, it was her show. The reason she haven't spoke to them makes no sense when it was her who freed them of their contract, so it don't make sense. Now, for anybody who's seen my talk show last week, the Neomi talk show, I told y'all that the events that happened in that show was 100% real, meaning if you haven't seen it, go back and watch it. It's hilarious, but I forgot to say a few things, so I'm going to save them now so we can be done with this chapter, at least for now. But I didn't mention the dog she was walking, the refrigerator she opens, and some of the things in that home was bought by me, okay? Because I felt like he needed those things. They wasn't concerned at the time. They'll shout to the rooftop that they were concerned all along, but that man could have been lying in that house for weeks on the floor in another realm, and they wouldn't have known. But I think one thing that bothered me the most in this situation was after the fact that we left and went home, people continued to go out of their way to have a relationship with these people. Now, a high and a buy might not be a relationship to most people, but it's pure stupid to know that a certain person did something to a certain person that you love and you still can say hello to that person. The same way he could do your son is the same way he could do you, but y'all didn't see that. I just thought you were gonna be neighborly. Fuck all that. You can throw that shit to the back. Let's be clear, I didn't want no relationship because a girl like me do me and only me and of course my husband. But out of consideration, he seemed very lonely to find out. He was just two-faced. And let's be clear one more time because I forgot to say this. That is the second dog I bought. I bought another one because he let the first one get hit by a car. They are messy as hell. And why did I get the second dog? Because these people barely ever visit him. He fits in the house, lonely, pathetic. So I felt bad and I was like, Jurgen, let's get him a dog. Now ask yourselves why somebody who lived literally down the street does not come to see him. Is concerned about who's in his house. Help me figure that one out. Y'all got the answer, money? So like I said, I'm done with this situation, but no, for the people who knew this happened. The people who sat in front of it and saw it happen and then turned around and said, hi, how are you? Just for you to sit up in your son's face months, years later, and the cops ask you, do you know this person after your sister called on your son? And the cops ask you, do you know this person? And you sit there like you don't know what the hell is going on. Do you know this person? I don't know what the hell is going on. Y'all almost got me confused. I'm not Dutch. I'm American. I don't give a damn how y'all do it there. What was done to my husband was disrespectful, and you can get that anywhere, plus these things. I said it on the show, and I'm going to say it again. There is no middleman for me. You either with me or you with them, but there ain't no playing in the middle, because if you are in the middle, I'm fucking done with you. I'm not going to do a late night show and not talk about celebrities. Maybe it's out of the norm, but who said I'm normal? I said what I said, and I say it again. You can call me ghetto. You can call me loud. You can call me disrespectful, but at the end of the day, not gonna ever sit at the table in front of someone and know somebody wronged us and be okay with that. You know the shit was wrong when it left your mouth. Oh yeah, I was out in the garden and he comes by and says, hello. Are you fucking joking? Seriously, is that a joke? Y'all can go check out that episode if you want to get the juicy behind-the-scenes gossip of your talk show host, me, Naomi. It is episode 4. I'm done. I'm gonna go sit back down at my desk, but I'm just letting you know I'm watching y'all from this point on. Jurgen might understand you, doesn't mean I gotta understand your operation, okay?
Who's there? Is anybody in my backyard? Caught 1-800. I'm scared I need a bodyguard.
Need security? Call 1-800. I'm a Scary Bee, and we have security for you on call.
Oh my God, hi Elizabeth, how are you? I haven't seen you in forever.
Oh my God, you too. Fake hoe. Call it if you feel you need to talk. We're back after our little commercial. I needed a break to get my shit together, but I just want to tell y'all, they tried me last week with that last episode. I told you who tried to bully me. I got my first strike, Brony girl, last week, and I was damn pissed, but it's okay. You can get a good girl down, honey. They can shoot, but they shooting with blanks, honey. That just tells y'all the ones who are real red hat pumpkin supporters. He'll do anything to not be talked about. It's pathetic and laughable at this point. We got to sit down and kind of ask ourselves at the end of the day, why is people so stupid that they take a full position on being a target of conversation, but sit down and realize I'm old and I hate being talked about? That is a full woman, honey, a full woman doing all that damn crying for what? A person's opinion. So you're too old, sit down. You can't take the heat in the kitchen. You know what they say? Get your ass out of the kitchen. It's that simple. Okay, take them suitcases. Go to your little golf ranch in Cucamonga and get your ass out of here. More to the story, a gorgeous, handsome Mick Steamy has passed away this week. He was from Grey's Anatomy, y'all. I don't know what's happening. I know people passed away, but damn, it's like back to back to back, back to back from each other. Now, he also was sick for a while. And the one we don't mind seeing gone, he won't leave, won't disappear, but it's always the good ones that we have to lose in the end. That's the sad part. I mean, really, honestly, it's getting very sad. Seeing all these people get sick. I even heard the other day on the internet that Snooki just got diagnosed with some type of cancer. So I had to look up what Eric was on because I know he was known for Grey's Anatomy, but I didn't see him much on Grey's Anatomy. They say he was in Charmed. I remember him briefly in Charmed. I think he dated one of the sisters. They said he was in X-Men. It was also in Bad Boys Ride or Die, Burlesque, Euphoria.
But nevertheless, that was still so sad to see another amazing actor go.
I heard through the internet, Johnny lent him his home so he could live in ease. That was so nice of him to do.
Don't get on me, but I've seen Euphoria maybe once or twice, and it was really good. It's just at this point in time in my life, I was really heavy into my Korean dramas at this point in time. And, you know, once the pandemic hit back in the day, I couldn't get off that hype. Those Korean dramas, sometimes they're so addictive and so good that you just bounce from one to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, like a girl on the community side of things. But then we turn around and we got to listen to this buckle me ankles, run his lip. And we're just sitting here wondering to ourselves, why not? You know, just why not? You got to ask yourself, why not? Lord Almighty, wrong person. We're pointing in the wrong direction. You need to go straight, then to the left, then to the right. That's who you need to take home. Did I say the Lord? Oh my God, I am so sorry. I meant the demons beneath us, them down there, come get them. I'm not saying nothing. I ain't threatening nobody. I ain't saying they should do this. I ain't saying they should do that. I'm just suggesting his body is tired. I would suggest that maybe a favor you know or how his red community likes to bless him and give him a prayer. They ain't praying hard enough because you're still here struggling. Did y'all not see on the news the other day the ankles was buckling to the left hand, to the right. The socks couldn't even contain that swelling. Sir, who's your doctor? Let us all guess it's probably Dr. Liar Doctor. I'm going to lie for you to make it better for you because I'm another one that I think you are great in all your delusions. So yes, it's just a little baby swelling. But you know, if he wasn't away on vacation, then I would have said Dr. Epstein. You know what I'm saying? But being that he's on vacation, he can't give you that medication to make all your pain go away. You know he needed that prescription. You know the one that start with 1, 2, 3, ABC. I need a kitty cat for you and me. So this week, we were normally going to give you a trailer, but like I said, this week, I'm going to take a pause this week just for my aggravation. So So it won't be no trailer of part 3 this week. It'll be next week. But the good news is that I ran into a problem writing part 3.
The part 3 problem was I ran out of time. The storyline was so huge that I needed to make a part 4, so it's gonna be a part for Mindy's wedding.
Congratulations, you got more time.
But I am gonna drop y'all a music video from my album that is out right now. I told y'all we are gonna try to do every song that is on this album, so make sure y'all go and listen to that.
Call streaming it. You might find a song that you like, and then you'll be able to see this video on my late night with me, your girl Naomi, right here every Saturday. That would be quite cool, right? Now, since there is a pause for the week with no trailer this week, I know, wop, 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 and not the Cardi B song.
A while back, I made a short film called Whiskey. I pulled up one of my original songs, Whiskey, for this week's video.
And those who know Whiskey, I know what you're thinking. Oh, she bought an older video over here. Absolutely not. I would never do that. I created a new version of it and a new music video. And this new year, I want to see things different on the channel, more polished, more entertaining, and you'll see that in this new music video. So let's stand up. I want to introduce you to my music video for the country lovers of the world, Whiskey. The trailer starts now. We're counting down from 5 to 1.
Darling, would you like me to pour you some whiskey? You're looking kinda tipsy. Be careful, she don't need no whiskey dick. Ain't you trying to keep her? You keep drinking that whiskey.
I did not
She
bake
see
this
that
pie.
thing,
So tell me,
she'll be
whose is it?
screaming.
No.
Ooh.
I honestly have no idea where it came
Your
from.
mom been raised no fool, but baby, you're just a tool. She said she was nothing good. All he's good for is baking a cake.
I don't know. I didn't bake it
Rich and
either.
apple
Then where did it
pie,
come
wouldn't
from?
that be great? But he ate it. She said he was
Where have you been all night? Stop lying to my face.
Showing that thing, showing, growing, damn, that's so disappointing. But it ain't trying to get to again. I don't think she's from these parts. Baby girl is looking for some good wood tonight. Sorry, sweetie, that ain't the kind of wood you're looking for. Go ahead, take a bite. Sweetie, that ain't quite right. It's just a bad boy. Oh, with no brains attached. Oh,
I swear, the only thing better than a Saturday night in this town is a Saturday night with you.
Well, let's drink to that, darling.
Darling, would you like me to pour you some whiskey? You're looking kinda tipsy. Be careful, she don't need no whiskey dick. Ain't you trying to keep her? You keep drinking that whiskey. When she see that thing, she'll be screaming. Ooh, to leave you, would you leave that?
Are you always this charming, or is it the whiskey talking?
Only when I'm talking to the prettiest woman in the whole county.
He ain't gonna start your engine, that's for start. Billy or Joe, he ain't got no home. They said he was broke back mountain just to break a butt, but he wasn't fucking silly, dog. He might be good looking. Don't get mistaken in this far. They say he took it. I heard he was messing with that slow girl, the one on that farm that rides the yellow short bus. They say she looked like Forrest Gump, oh Miss Williams. Stop talking your junk, darling. Would you like me to pour you some whiskey? You listen kinda tipsy. Be careful, she don't need no whiskey dick. Ain't you trying to paper? You keep drinking down whiskey. When she see that thing, she'll be screaming. Ooh, to leave you.
Kept your mouth shut.
You don't wanna mess with that man. He's trouble around these
Stop it, both of
parts.
you.
In
Calm down.
person, he knows how to play the part. That farm boy, that's a Build-A-Bear out there with no balls. Gone, but you put your hands down his pants. That ain't knocking there, but hey. Oh, my honey pie, it couldn't be me. Oh,
Let go of me. You started this.
just drinking
Hey, break it up. Stop it right now.
and falling out silly. It sure is a pity. Well, I gotta go call Billy. His mom gotta come pick him up and throw him in the truck. He drinks until things get shitty.
So you're the girl who left that apple pie at my house. who's been with my man behind my back, and I should poke your eyes out.
To pour me some whiskey. You're looking kinda tipsy. Be careful, she don't need no whiskey, babe. Ain't you trying to be her? You be drinking that whiskey.
Stay away from my man.
She'll be scheming, ooh, to leave you. To pour you some whiskey. You're looking kinda tipsy. Be careful, she don't need no whiskey dick. Ain't you trying to creep her? You keep drinking that whiskey. Was easy.
You put your gun down first.
Do you love me?
No, you put your gun down first.
Do you love me? We're back from the video. Did you guys enjoy it? It was like almost 6 minutes long, almost a whole entire movie. But if you need any tips, Kid Rock, you ain't getting them from me. So if I wasn't clear earlier, I just want to say one thing. The video I posted last week, I saw other YouTubers using that same stuff that I was using, so I thought it was okay to use. But apparently not because they wanted to come after me, but maybe it was the things that I delivered and how I delivered it where they wanted to come after me. Girl, I knew I was hilarious. I don't know what part got them so butthurt that I ate them up like that, or did I say that they like to display more Caucasian than anybody else? Eat it up, just like a cookie boo. Maybe they feel I'm not big enough, but neither is they being that they need celebrities to make them big and award shows to make them big. Girl, take several seats. You could never come for me over here. Don't worry about your 40 more seasons of The Bachelor using one man's lip on 50 girls, and oh, maybe next year you could call it Epstein Island. So yeah, they went about their way to give me one strike. Yeah, let's put it on the chalkboard. 1 strike out of 3. But don't feel bad for me, honey, because I'm going to keep popping these gums. You just take y'all hands and like up this video and show these haters that I'm not the girl they want to play with. They better think again, because after I'm through with them, they going to have Survivor versus the internet. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to get out of here. But of course, you know, I'm going to see y'all next Saturday with an all-new Me, of course, Late Night with Me, of course. And I accidentally, my bad, said Mindy Part 1, but you've already seen by now Mindy Part 2, so we're pausing Mindy Part 3. Go check out Mindy Part 1 and 2 right now in my cinema. And of course, next week we'll have Part 3 of Mindy's wedding, so look out for that. And make sure you check out my other show on Monday, Neomi Talkshow and Days News. I'll see you guys next week. You have a great weekend.
Join me for Morning News with Jay every Wednesday on NeomiTV.
Hey, I'm Naomi, and this is The Naomi Show. Make sure you come here every Monday to check out my show. I'm going to give you everything you need here on my show. See you on Monday. Have you guys heard of my movie night, Naomi? Movie theater cinema? Come check it out Fridays. So if that's you and you enjoy a really good animation film, NeomiTV is a place for you. So come hang out with me on Fridays. Get yourself a ticket. And these are some of my own personal movies that I've made for the channel, all different varieties. You're going to get it right here. Probably the best thing on YouTube, in my opinion. See you there.